mic is muted. My mic is muted. Hello, everyone. How's it going? We don't have a fish nerd tonight, but we do have a Branton.
What's going on,
Hey,
guys?
hey, Branton. Oh, yeah. Things got kind of crazy. We lost fish nerd. I don't know where he's at. Well, I do know where he's at. That's a lie. He's on a trip. So Branton joined me tonight. Thank you so very much, Branton. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I know you guys have been trying to get me on here for a little while now, and yeah, so I'm happy to be on.
Oh, wait, I did that wrong. Hang on. Let's go this way. Okay, we're gonna make your tanks the big ones tonight.
Okay.
If I can figure out what I'm doing here. One day I will get it right. There we go. Haha. Oh, first I'm gonna say hey to everyone in chat. Hey, there's Brandon. But you're already here. Hey, April. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Liam, and everyone else who is, coming in. I appreciate y'all coming tonight.
All right. Well, I can throw some. I got some brine shrimp in a cup. I've been waiting. These guys are probably hungry. I've been waiting to feed them until this happened.
Oh, cool. Yeah, before we started streaming, I was talking Brandon's ear off, and yeah, he's got a. He was telling me this tank that he is currently feeding is Ember Tetras and his Apistos, and y'all know I love Apistos, so
Yeah, so they should come out here shortly. There's a little pleco down there on the leaf. There's a couple of baby bristlenose in there.
yeah, I think I kind of need to listen to Fishnet on that one and throw one in my Apisto tank as well. It's
Yeah.
kind of dirty right now. I've got to do some cleaning on that tank. Well, since you did that, I guess I'll toss these guys a little bit more food. They're always hungry. The, the rice fish are still their egg laying schedule is kind of off. They used to lay them in the morning, and now they're kind of laying them all day long. Maybe a couple of times a day at this point. But I have rice fish eggs out the wazoo. So be sending fish nerds some platinum rice fish, hopefully as soon as it's not freezing anymore. I was hoping to get him some out before snow
Yeah,
hit up there,
they're
and oh, yeah.
dancing for each other a little bit right now.
Mm-hmm. That one's got eggs. She's
Oh yeah.
she has always got eggs. Like every time I turn the light on in the morning, it's like 15 minutes later, she comes out like, "Ha! Look at me! I got eggs." Trying to think. I think I have three girls and two boys in here,
Okay.
and yeah,
So you've been getting babies from them?
yeah. I've got in my 20-gallon. I've got a 20-gallon plant tank that I was just housing plants in. And because I was moving mops into a bucket and like I wasn't seeing anything. And then one day I looked down
Uh-huh.
in the bucket and there were like 30 little rice fish babies.
Okay.
And I was like, whoa, because I didn't realize it took like 11 days for them to hatch. So I gave up after five and I didn't see any babies or anything going on in there. And yeah, about 4 or 5 days later, I looked down and I had all these little rice fish in the tank in the little bucket thingy. I was, had them mops in
Mm-hmm.
and scooped them out and put them in the 20-gallon. And surprisingly, they're the only fish that have lived in that 20-gallon. Like I turned it into a plant tank because all my other fish would die in that tank.
Okay.
And I guess that tank was just waiting for the right fish to go in it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my water. Like I said, I have some. some weird stuff going on here.
Uh-huh.
It could just be the way I'm setting stuff up. I don't know. I yeah.
Yeah, see, I wasn't aware the rice eggs took that long, but I guess it makes sense because I know people mail eggs.
Yeah, and yeah, I could have sworn I read somewhere it was 3 days, but I think I was reading the wrong fish at the time. I think I was like mixing two different fish up. Like I don't know why I would have done that. But I
Mm,
could have sworn like someone said 3 days, but then it was like depending upon the water temperature, it could be anywhere
okay.
from 5 to 11. I'm like, oh, and it was pretty cool water. So I'm
Uh-huh.
thinking that's why it took a little longer because I didn't have a heater in with it. And then I had another mop that I put in a little 2.5 gallon tank last week, and I had the babies in 5 days coming up swimming to the top of the water. So I was like, yeah, there is something to that.
Hmm.
Should have read that better. There is a lot of hanky panky going on over here. Barnacle Bob. I think I know who Barnacle Bob is. I think he is our local neighborhood also Squaw Bob. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am on that one. Oh, well, I was hoping like Fish Nerd would pop in and surprise us. He might have my chat might be messed up again. I keep forgetting to have a second chat pulled up on here. Restream does that to me a lot. It's like 1 minute you're reading the chat, the next minute, nope, it's not moving.
I was gonna say I haven't seen him come in yet.
Yeah, well, hopefully he is not out touching butts. That would be real bad.
Yeah.
He's got a thing for the boats.
Yeah, I wouldn't wanna wind up in jail in California.
Yeah, no, me either. Yeah, just like mixing a Danio in with the Epistos, Liam. You just there's some things you don't want to do. But yeah, Fish Nerd, I think he's in yeah, I know he's out in California somewhere right now. Supposed to be
Well,
well tomorrow from what I
he
heard.
he told me he was in San Diego, so
Okay. San Diego. Okay. Maybe yeah, that could be. I know he's supposed to be well watching tomorrow out there.
I've done that before. That was fun.
I've seen okay, I live close enough to Florida that we've gone down there. I've never seen any whales, but I have seen dolphins.
Okay.
So, there I can imagine a whale is just, so much cooler than a dolphin.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. I think the funniest part about that whole whale watching trip is you kind of like once the boat starts moving and you kind of get out from, the bay there where they have all the breaks.
Mm.
And once you actually get out into the ocean, like at least half of the people on the boat run to the back of the boat and start throwing up on the on the back of it because they've never been, like out on an open water like that on a boat.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was kind of bizarre.
Yeah, like, they say, that motion sickness will get you. And
Uh-huh.
my kiddo gets motion sickness and I don't. So I'm always like driving in the car, hitting the hills pretty hard. And they're like, "Mom, please stop." I was like, "Can't be that bad." I kind of want to take my kid out on a boat now and see what I'm so mean. I am so mean.
Yeah, everybody's on the back of the boat getting sick, and I'm just sitting up front drinking a beer.
You know what, Barnacle Bob, you are right. Whales are not fish. Well, I mean, they're not, but they are, but they're not.
Yeah, and then if anybody in the chat gets bored of this tank that's on the screen now, just tell me to change it up. I've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 10 up here in this room running right now. So there's a
Oh
little bit of
wow.
everything.
Oh, are your shrimp up there?
I've got two shrimp tanks up here. Yeah, so I've got one, two. I've got five different kinds of shrimp, but two of them are up here. Yeah, I've got the
What?
ocean blue. I've got the ocean blues up here and the orange eye blue tigers.
Oh, we found a fish nerd.
Oh, he is here.
He said he might pop in, so I told him if he does, that's cool. He's on a trip. He, he ran away from home. He
It's a
got
long
scared.
way to. That's a long way to go to touch some butts, Keith.
It really is. Well, you know what? At least it's warm butt touching. Oh, yeah, I do. I complain about the heat a lot. I don't think I can deal with all that snow. Y'all are, man, y'all are some tough puppies out there.
Shirley, what kind of shrimp are you talking about?
Uh, oh, I lost my screen here. Okay, there we go.
No, what's your water like out of the tap, Shirley? Because neocardinias and amanos are like some of the hardest shrimp to kill.
Mm. Yeah, see, I think the problem is I think I've got some shrimp still left in this tank too. I saw one the other day kind of peek out. They like to hide in the moss, but
Hmm.
if I don't add extra calcium to my tanks, the shrimp will literally die within days. So I know I've got like a calcium issue.
Hmm. Now, what kind of tanks are they going in, Shirley? Are they established tanks? Sometimes if you notice them just disappearing, a lot of times it could be something in the tank eating them.
Yeah, I found out the hard way that the least killies that I have in this tank are really voracious eaters, and if they find a shrimplet, they'll eat it. If they find a fish egg, like if I don't pull my mops
Hmm.
within 3 days, they have picked all the eggs out of it. So I'm kind of starting to separate them out of the tank. I've already pulled like 15 of them out of this tank, and they're kind of hard to catch. But
Yeah.
yeah, they will eat some eggs and babies if they're small enough that they can actually fit them in their mouth. Luckily, they have real small mouths, so about the
Hmm.
only thing they can eat are the shrimplets and the rice fish eggs.
Yeah, I've
So
noticed they can be a little boisterous for how big they are. When I drop white worms in there, uh, they'll they'll hit those white worms and like thrash their little head around like they it's kind of funny to watch.
Yeah, and like everyone says that these killies are like really like kind of skittish fish, and mine, okay, like if they hear a loud noise, yeah, they do hide. But other than that, they are always out and doing their thing. It's kind of just whoo.
So surely I'd say either you've got some molting issues going on where they'll live until they molt and then they die during molting, or they're not getting enough food, or there's something in the tank like a pest, maybe planaria. I know planaria, they'll eat full-grown shrimp, um, and they do it pretty quick, and you won't even notice. And they'll slowly pick them off one by one.
Hey, Grace. Um,
But yeah, let's see here. I got a couple of orange eye tigers in the front right now.
ooh,
Let's see here. I can get them.
hey, I recognize that thingy. That's
Yeah,
Gumball.
yeah, yeah. They're down there. These guys are really cool. This is a newer colony. All these tanks up here in this room have been set up recently. These are some of the tanks that I actually picked up with Fish Nerd, from the Madison Aquarium Society. So these tanks haven't been up and running, but for maybe a month, little over a month.
Oh wow, they look really good.
Um, yeah, oh yeah. Um, so I started off with a colony of 15 of these guys. I haven't noticed any babies yet. Um, but I'm hoping here soon, I'll start seeing some buried females. So these are the orange eye blue tigers. Now they're a Cardinia species. And these have actually been acclimated to neoparameter waters. So these Cardinia shrimp, kind of like the Amanos, they do okay in hard water.
Okay, you know what? That is really cool what you did. Is that pearl weed back there between the
Yeah,
lava
yep,
rock? I like what you did with that. That's actually I got some of it recently and I didn't know how to anchor it, but yeah, I think I'm
yeah,
gonna go
just
shove it between some lava rock now.
yep, yeah, just wedge it. It loves to be wedged.
Oh, that is a cool idea. Oh, there is something did want to show real quick. So I have Mount Mossmore over here, right? This big piece of moss right here. That's Mount Mossmore. This is a piece of Java moss that I'm growing in this
Okay.
tank for the fish. And Skull Aquatics gave me some Christmas moss. And
Yeah.
I wanted to see what the difference of it was, but you can see the little piece of Christmas moss over there and
Mm-hmm.
how much greener it is. And it actually looks kind of, like a pine leaf in there. It's really kind of cool.
Yeah,
And that's just
I've got some Christmas moss from Curtis too.
it's really pretty stuff. He gave me a big ball of it.
Yep.
And I just pulled off one little strand when he first did it and put it in this tank, and it is already just growing like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
it's
there's there's a little bit of moss in this tank that we're looking at now. It's where the pearl weed is off to the right. I've got it wedged in some lava rock, and
okay.
I got that from Max Aquatics. That's actually called hooker moss.
Oh wow.
I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but it's kind of a cool moss. it grows in like it grows in strands, but it's almost kind of like a I don't it almost looks more like a plant than it does a moss because it's got the little leaflets that come off both sides of it that get kind of bigger.
Oh, cool.
You probably be able to see it better in the ocean blue tank. Here's the ocean blues,
I'm
and
gonna
that
try.
moss is right there on wedged down that piece of driftwood.
Man, that is some pretty moss.
Yeah,
And I man,
these are some of the bluest shrimp I've ever seen.
yeah, those
These
those
got
are really blue because I've had the
again,
blue dream and I had a different type of blue shrimp besides the blue dreams. Oh crud.
yeah,
But they were not as blue as that.
uh-huh.
Those are really
Yeah,
pretty.
yeah, I've got these guys. So I got the orange-eyed blue tigers, if we're counting them as blue. And then I've got the ocean blues, which are these guys. And then downstairs in the bedroom, I've got a couple shrimp tanks. I've got a shrimp tank of blue velvets, and they're pretty cool. But these guys blow them out of the water. I started off with 20 of these. Um, so hopefully I start seeing babies of these guys soon as well. And of course, there's baby plecos in here. I throw baby plecos in all my tank. They grow up, and I get rid of them once they get bigger.
That's actually a pretty cool idea. I need to start spreading mine out. I have Mr.
Yeah.
Whiskers. Keith again sent me Mr. Whiskers, and he's really big and pretty. He's got some really like he's got some crazy whiskers on him, and yeah, he just him and right now he's with a short fin albino, and he's a short fin chocolate, but they finally just started um spawning together. But he was with a long fin, and they were kind of on
Okay.
schedule too. But yeah, so I'm getting baby plecos again, and the rest of them are quite old enough because they've got some super reds and then some more long fins. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I need to start just throwing the little babies in because I mean I
Yeah,
love
they
using
they
ram's horns, but they take over the tanks so quick.
uh-huh. Yeah, when they're small, they put in work. I mean, a couple of them in a tank will keep it clean for the most part. I mean,
Yeah, they're not gonna like do a add a crazy bio load like two bigger ones would.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Hey, Squab, good to see you there.
And actually, that Christmas moss that Curtis sent me, I don't have any cherry shrimp per se, but I got, if you could see them, those two bright red shrimp
Oh, those are
came in on that. They came in on that moss.
you accidentally got two. Wow, they are
Yep.
pretty.
So I'm hoping I got a male and a female. Right now they're both looking female, so I hope I'm wrong about one of them. I'm hoping this one down here is a male. He's a little bit smaller. She's a lot bigger. I know she's a female for sure, but yeah, I'm hoping they maybe breed in there and I can get little cherry shrimp colony going. Because it's funny, cherry shrimp kind of started the shrimp craze, and I've got a lot of shrimp, but not cherry shrimp.
Yeah. The only shrimp I have attempted are the blue dream, and I did try glass shrimp, which I was able to keep them alive for a while, like for a couple of weeks, and then yeah, it went downhill from there. Was like no,
Yeah. And then this tank we're looking at now is actually the least killy tank.
Yeah.
So I just started getting least killy babies like 4 days ago, 5 days ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think Mousy froze. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. Let me know. Okay, you guys can still hear me. Let's see, we'll go over here. This is the Skiffia uh, multi-punctata tank. So I just started getting some babies out of these guys recently. So I've got like maybe 6 or 7 fry floating around in there, which is cool. Can drop some food in for these guys. Let's see, pipette. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Use this one. There we go. Now you guys can see them. So yeah, I don't know if you can see that little baby off to the left there, but they're already, yeah, there's one right in the middle there too. But man, I was surprised how big those babies came out. They came out as big as the male least killies. And then I don't know. I guess I've never done the restream before. Do I have to let Mousy back in if she's trying to get back in, or is she able to just come back in? Because I can't see my phone but the screen that I'm showing you guys. Oh, there she is.
Okay, sorry about that. Uh, yeah, the internet decided just to go kaput. Sorry. Thank you for holding down the fort while I was gone.
Oh yeah, yeah. So right now I got it on my my Skiffia tank.
Oh, awesome. And I love Scipia. One day, when it gets a little warmer, me and you may have to talk about me getting some more Scipia.
Oh yeah,
This,
yep. Yeah, you can see a couple little babies floating around in there.
oh, cool. Yeah, the first light bearer I had, when I first started fish keeping, again, uh, was with Scipia. And I was really surprised at how big the babies were when they were born. They were
Yeah,
huge compared to most live bearers.
yeah. When they came out, I mean, they were all as big as the male least killies.
Oh, wow. They've grown quite a bit.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
growing good.
and yeah, because that's when the least killies when they have their babies, like they're like more like a little fully formed little fish guy. swimming around. But when the Skippy have their babies, they look like they're like you wouldn't tell they were a baby.
Uh-huh.
That was just like I always thought that was so cool about them. That and they have a lot of personality. Skippy are just like I always had one that danced all the time. Every time he saw the camera, he'd just come up and start dancing for us. It was great. Hey, Sean.
Trying to figure out how. Trying to figure out how to share Ed's YouTube. That's who I got.
Oh, hang on 1 second. Type something in chat real quick,
That's who I got these from.
and I will make you a mod so you can drop that channel.
Okay, I'm not. I thought I was.
Oh, hang on 1 second. Let me,
But
yeah, let me add you as a moderator real quick. And there you go. Now you can um, add the link to the chat.
okay, if I'm doing this right. It's a little different on my computer. So
There you
that
go.
if that link works, yep. So that's Ed from Ed's Exotic Aquatics. He's out in Pennsylvania, and that's who I got the Skiffia from. I actually have some Iliodon furcidans, the trout gadaids, from him also. He's got really quality fish. He actually makes his own fish food as well. So I feed the gadaids the fish food that he makes. Um, so it was a real easy transition for them. I mean, they're eating the same food they were eating over there. Um, it's, I mean, these guys are more of a veggie based diet, and that's kind of what the flake is. It's called omnivore, but it's more plant based, and they seem to really like it. But yeah, if you guys are looking for gadaids, um, Ed's got them on lock. You should be able to find his website on his YouTube page.
Oh, I will definitely have to check that out.
He's not shipping until the spring. He quit
Yeah,
shipping in the winter, but
yeah, yeah. I found out the hard way last year. If I'm gonna get anything shipped, especially like if I want to get anything shipped in the winter, like if it's not coming from Florida, then I'm gonna wait till spring or summer because I ended up with a frozen bag of fish last year. It was so sad. It was like they just came in a little block of ice. I was like, oh,
yeah, I tried. I've got some koi, some orange koi snakeskin, metal snakeskin guppies that I tried getting shipped in before the shipping season ended. And the first box came in DOA, and the second box came in all DOA but three females. So I have no males and three females, but the females just last night I noticed two little fry floating around in the guppy grass.
oh, cool. Well, at least
So
they made
yeah, I'm hoping one of them's gonna be a male.
that would be awesome.
It would be. And then we can move one tank down again here. Um, this is my pleco grow out. So this is where all the baby plecos are coming from. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got a yellow shrimp colony in here too. I always forget I have yellow shrimp.
They look like they kind of blend in with everything.
Yeah, so there's yellow shrimp in here too. There's let's see, where that big gourami. Yeah, that big gourami's kind of in the middle in those plants. I don't know if you can see him.
I think I see him, but I think, is
He
that
kind
the
of ran.
one?
He kind of ran back there as soon as I moved the tripod. He just kind of hovering back there in those plants.
He's like, yep, I'm just gonna hang out back here. Yeah, I see him hanging out back there.
Yeah, but yeah, I got him
He
today.
just, he's like, hey, man. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna have to break down and build a rack for some 10 gallons or 5 gallons for grow out tanks. I've kind of put it off for now, but I need more tank space, especially with all the rice fish coming.
Uh-huh.
But I do want to. I've got the platinums right now. I do want to get some different ones because they really are super easy to breed.
Mm-hmm.
But between that and my angels, that's yeah, that's a nightmare right now. Got a big. I have a big fungus problem in my angelfish tank, and I do not know what to do about that. So just gonna keep cleaning it up, hoping for the best. Um,
Yeah.
so is this this is the was this the gourami you were telling me about that had the abrasions on it or
Yep.
okay, and that is
So
so cool.
yeah, I mean, he's been fine. You know, he looked
Yeah, he
fine
does.
he looked fine in the tank at Tristan's too. It's just we're thinking some of the other gouramis might have been picking on him.
Yeah,
And then there's that female guppy, my last remaining guppy. That's actually she is a female Vienna guppy, um, crossed with a Stan Schubel green delta. So the father is the Stan Schubel green delta, and she is a Vienna guppy. So the babies come out pretty interesting.
I bet they do. That's. I was always so sad I couldn't get my guppies to breed. Well, I mean, I did get them to breed. It's just I couldn't get them to, actually grow up and breed again and again. Kind of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll get there eventually.
So yeah, I know
Oh,
these yellow shrimp are fairly new to me as well. I got a group of I think 8, and I'm already seeing babies out of the yellow shrimp.
oh, cool. How long have you been
Yeah.
breeding shrimp? Are you just like is shrimp new to you, or have you been doing it?
Shrimp is fairly new to me. I started shrimp about this time last year. So I haven't been doing it very long, but I seem to have a knack for it.
That is so cool.
My water is just absolutely perfect for neos. So out of the tap, my water's 8.4. Um, by the time it sits in the tank for a day, it comes down to about 8.2. I'm about 15 degrees of KH and GH, so I've got super hard water.
Oh yeah, they are probably loving that then.
Yeah, I was hoping that Garami would come out, but I don't think he likes the tripod.
Well, he'll get as soon as he settles in a little more, he'll get hopefully he'll come out a little more, especially if he sees the camera more.
Uh-huh.
Uh, I have noticed that with certain fish, they if you put a camera in front of them, they'll run away, and then they'll start coming out. Man, those two are really going at it. Like that little Killy and my rice fish, and just looked at the screen and she was running them off. What
Yeah.
is going on down there, you guys? Stop fighting. Well, I guess we solved the mystery of the missing fish nerd. We found out
Yeah.
he's in California tonight, and I do appreciate you hanging out with me, um, and everything. I'm sorry, we lost Fish Nerd along the way, but if you ever want to come back, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Oh, come on, not again.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, alarm started going off on my phone.
Oh, it's okay.
Are
I
we
was
we
like, oh
wrapping
no,
this?
not again.
Are we wrapping this up then, or you guys want to see a few more?
I guess let's take a look at a few more and then we'll wrap it up. 'Cause, yeah,
Okay.
you definitely have a lot more fish than I do.
Yeah, these are just the tanks upstairs. I've got a lot more tanks downstairs. I'm gonna go off the tripod for this one. This here, I've got some green Aeneas Cory babies in here. Yep, there's a couple swimming down there.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, so I thought these eggs fungused and were no good. Um, but sometimes you never know. So I let the breeder box sit and yeah, I ended up some of them making it.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yep. So I'll have like 6 or 7 green Aeneas to add to my colony. I don't know what they're calling them now, if they're osteogaster or what the name change did to them. I'm gonna call them what I've always known them as.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a hard changeover. Like I didn't understand that when they were like, "We're gonna change all of the Corey names," and I'm like, "How do you just do that? You can't do
Uh-huh.
that. These things have been called that for years." I mean, I guess they can just do that, but come on.
Uh-huh. Let me hook up to my small tripod here. See if I can get this guy to. I haven't used this guy much. Let's see if I can figure this one out. So this would be uh, the tank that's got my gold lasers. They are a very shy fish so far, but they're fairly new, so as to be expected. Here, if I take this off of here, we can probably see some under this leaf.
Oh, there's one. Okay, there they are.
Yep.
Do you not trust your camera?
So there's a group of what, 8 in here, I believe I got.
That one is giving you some serious side eye there. He's like, I
Yeah.
am watching you.
So yeah, these guys are fun to watch. You kind of got to like enter the room all like Black Ops and like not go by the tank, and then you'll be able to see them kind of swimming around. Otherwise, yeah, as soon as they see you, they just kind of hide under that leaf, or we've got a little coconut cave back there, and then there's a rock with a big hole under it they like to hang out in. And then over here, this would be my school of rainbow shiners. Um, so there's what, 10 of them in there.
Oh,
Haven't started coloring up yet. They're maybe 8 months old. Everyone that I've asked that has had these, um, typically it's about a year until they start to color up. So we're getting close with these guys. It would be kind of cool to breed these for sure.
oh yeah. I'm kind of weird. I kind of like almost the more natural looking fish. Like these are really cool. I know they haven't colored up yet, but even those fish are just really pretty.
Yeah, they're sweet. They're fast.
Yeah, I didn't realize how spastic some fish can be. Like, oof, they can start going and they're like all over the place. Oh, are those
Those are
the
those koi guppies.
okay.
Yeah. And then that's the school of panda cories I just picked up today.
Oh, those are so those are so cute. They're really good looking panda cories too.
Yeah, they are. They're nice. So yeah, let me see if I can find the little. There's one. Little teeny tiny baby. See him?
Oh, hey, little guy.
So yeah. Oop, there's the other one.
Oh, there's the other one.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully, like I said, hopefully I can get a male of those guys. That would be nice. But yeah,
Yeah.
these panda cories are definitely a lot less shy than gold lasers.
Oh yeah. They're just
Oop,
out like, hey, look at us. We're like cool looking.
big old mystery snail that just dropped down.
Man, I miss my mystery snails.
Yeah, this is the only one I've got left. I don't know if this one's the guy or the girl, but I had a breeding pair of these jade mystery snails. Uh, and his or her mate died like maybe a month back.
Mhm.
So just this one. I mean, it's massive. It's a big one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Those are some friendly guppies right there. They're like, hey, look at us. We're pretty.
yeah. And that's just the females. They got like orange on their face.
Yes, I was looking at that. I was like, is that an orange spot on their nose?
Yeah. So the males of these guys are absolutely beautiful. I wish one of them would have lived.
Hopefully some of the babies are or one of them at least is a male, because that would be so cool to see.
Yeah.
It looks like she's pregnant too.
Yeah. So
That one right there.
I'm yep. So I might be expecting more babies.
Oh yeah. I hope you do get some more out of them. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
Man, I am so jealous.
Oop, there's an orange shrimp back there. So I'm taking my green jade colony likes to throw orange shrimp every once in a while. So I'm taking all those orange shrimp and I'm putting them in this tank to see if I can't start my orange shrimp colony. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think that's how the orange sun-kissed shrimp were started was from a green jade line that was throwing oranges.
Hmm.
So just kind of a little experiment for me, rather than throwing them in the coal pond or any of the other tanks that have coal colonies in them. I figured I'd throw all the orange ones out of that green jade in here.
Oh, I mean, hey, to me that make kind of makes sense.
Yeah. So there's two orange shrimp in here so far.
Well, there he is, right on that leaf right there.
Yep.
Okay, look at them guys.
They're so cool.
Yeah, they are. Nerd, you're missing out. Well, not really, because you're still here. So
So yeah.
I just saw that Fishner's wife said that he wanted to grab plants out of the bay. I was like, you know what? Grab me some too while you're there, nerd. You know, grab a couple extras. Just don't get caught.
Yeah, just briefly caught one out from out in the corner here, and he immediately ran back as soon as he saw me.
He's like, nope,
Yeah,
not
there's
gonna
actually
see me.
one. It's actually one out back there if you can see him.
Oh yeah, I see him. The
Yeah.
light just kind of caught him back there.
So yeah, working on getting these guys to be a little more social. I think I'm gonna add some type of dither above them, but that's why I've got. If you can look back there, you see all those little babies. Um, those
Oh
are
yeah.
those are some of the guppy babies from that mom in the pleco tank.
Okay.
So these are the ones I'm gonna keep. The rest of them, I'm hoping kind of disappear. Yeah.
That is really awesome.
Thank you. Yeah,
I
this.
really do appreciate you coming and hanging out with me tonight.
Yeah, not a problem. That's fun. There's that gourami,
Oh, he finally popped out. There you are, Mr.
yeah.
Garami.
And that's the side. I don't know if you can see those red, like gashes on that side there.
Yeah, they don't look too terribly bad.
Yeah, not too bad. So good clean water goes a long way, and not getting picked on helps.
Yeah, yeah. I learned the hard way about my angels doing that to a couple of the smaller ones. I had to move. I lost one because they picked on him, and I didn't catch it in time. And then they started to do it again, so I had to move two of them out of the little group of angels I had. But they're doing fine now.
Hmm.
We're like hanging out. I kind of, yeah, never mind. It's like, man, should have caught that sooner. All right, y'all. Well, I'm gonna wrap this up for tonight, and hopefully next week, everything will be back to kind of normal. If there any, yeah, yeah. Hopefully we'll have Fish Nerd back, but if he wants to come back, that is. Yeah, if I was him, I'd just stay in California for a little while longer. It's kind of cold in Wisconsin, and hopefully he doesn't get in trouble touching butts.
Yeah.
But I will hopefully be back either Monday or Tuesday morning. Gonna see how everything goes with everyone's schedule around here. But yeah, I'll be back next week during the day sometime, and back next Saturday night. And thanks for hanging out with me and Branton tonight.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right, we will see y'all